Hey guys, this is Frozen doing Stranger Things Fanboy 2004 here, and welcome back to another video. And today, I'm gonna be ranking all MCU Disney Plus shows from my least favorite to my favorite. Since She-Hulk Attorney at Law has just came out, and there are no more Disney Plus shows for Phase 4. So She-Hulk is pretty much the last one. The next MCU show, I think it's gonna be What If season 3 or Secret Invasion. I'm not sure which will come first, but whatever those two are, they're gonna be up in phase 5 now. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna be ranking all the MCU phase for shows from my least favorite to my favorite. But I'm going to include the shows. I'm gonna be including two other projects as well that aren't really shows, but there's still projects, which is I'm gonna be including Werewolf by Night, which is a TV special movie, and Iron Groot, which is an MCU short. I know there's gonna be another MCU special with Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, but I think 10 is since there are 10 MCU project Disney Plus projects overall. I think it'll be more fitting to rank them all. So yeah. So yeah, this list will not like what I said. This list will not only be shows, but there will also be like other projects as well. Like just in order to qualify the list, it has to be like non-theatrical, and it has to be straight to Disney Plus. So yeah, without further ado, here is my ranking of all MCU Disney Plus projects from worst to best. Coming in number 10, the worst MCU Disney Plus project, and probably the worst MCU project in general. I Am Groot. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I still hate I Am Groot. Yeah, I don't know why this was even made in the first place. Yeah, the only reason they made this show is to cater to the baby audiences, because a lot of MCU projects lately have been for adults, teens, and big kids. So so you can clearly see that they wanted to make a show for the baby. So we got I Am Groot, which are just 5 pointless shorts. It's kind of a show, but I don't know. There's just nothing. There's literally nothing in this. It's just, I yeah. I know there are people who actually like this show. Short, good for you. But for me, I Am Groot is just garbage. Like out of all the Guardians of the Galaxy members to get a spin-off, why is Groot the first one? There are other Guardians of the Galaxy members that could have gotten a spin-off, like Drax. Drax's spin-off would have been perfect. We could have seen his backstory of his family and how Thanos, oh, I mean Ronan, killed him. I'm not sure if it's really Ronan or Thanos, but I think it's Ronan. But yeah, yeah, we'll see that Drax spin-off. Nebula's, no, no, I would love to see a Mantis spin-off, how Mantis came to be, like her origin story. There's so many Guardians of the Galaxy members you could have easily done a spin-off of. Yondu would have gotten had a great spin-off. Gamora's spin-off would be awesome. A Rocket spin-off, maybe, I guess. But I guess the Guardians 3 is Rocket's movie, so. But Groot is literally the last I think about to have a spin-off. And plus, Groot is even my least favorite Guardians of the Galaxy member. Now, yes, I like Groot, but he's just my least favorite member. I just prefer the other members. So yeah, sorry Groot, but your show is dead last, and yeah, probably the only MCU show that I don't have any redeeming qualities on. Honestly, yeah, it was so bad. Like, screw the show. I never. I hope I can forget about this show's existence. Coming in number 9 is the worst of the MCU shows, She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Oh god, no. This is probably the worst show I've seen this year so far. I forgot to mention in my rant that I just literally did just a few hours ago. I think even like an hour or two, I guess. But I don't know. I think the Resident Evil show would top this as the worst show of the year, because yeah. But while I haven't seen Resident Evil yet, I'd say She-Hulk is the worst one. Yeah, I'll probably get around watching Resident Evil this week. I mean, no, I mean this month. Like, maybe towards the end of the month. It'll be one of my last Halloween reviews. Yeah, we'll see when I start getting watching it. Maybe next week, but Well, I haven't seen Resident Evil yet. Yeah, She-Hulk is just bad. I said everything that needed to be said in my rant, so go check it out. Yeah, She-Hulk turned look. I mean, it pretty much embodies why people hate Phase 4. But even with that, that doesn't change my mind about Phase 4. That doesn't stop me from defending Phase 4 in general as a whole and saying that I still think Phase 4 is the best MCU era ever. I don't think Phase 5 will top it, but Phase 6 has massive potential to top it, to be like the truly best MCU era, hopefully. Um, but yeah, She Hulk sucks. I can see why people say that this is people are literally using this show as an example when it comes to making videos about why the MCU is like sucks, well, to them. Like, if you come across a video on like why MCU sucks nowadays, so like why MCU's gone downhill, you literally see a She-Hulk thumbnail. Yeah, goes to show how bad the show is, and I think that the hate is well deserved because it's just not my thing. I really wanted to like it, but it's just, uh, coming in number 8 is Miss Marvel, probably the most overrated MCU TV show. I know there are people who say this is top tier, and some say that this is their favorite MCU show, and this is pretty much the highest rated MCU property on Rotten Tomatoes right now. And honestly, it doesn't deserve it. Now, I will say I don't hate Miss Marvel. I think it's a very well made show. I love the main character of Kamala Khan. Yeah, she's a fantastic main character. Top 10 MCU characters. Well, I'm not sure about that. Maybe honorable mentions, but definitely like right up there when it comes to the female MCU characters, MCU heroes. Love Kamala. The first episode was amazing. Probably a near perfect episode. Maybe besides the cringy opening scene with Kamala's version of Avengers Endgame. I think episode 1 was amazing. I love all the comic booky style to it. I just wow, and I enjoy episode 3 as well. Episode 6 kind of gets weaker the more I think about it, but episode 6 is still great. But yeah, Miss Marvel is just not my cup of tea. Yeah, I mean, I really want to give it a chance because I love the Kamala, but I just didn't really I just couldn't get into this show. Yes, it's not a bad show. It's leagues better than She Hulk and I Am Groot, but again, it's just not my cup of tea. It's just not for me. Like, I mean, I wanted to like it. I mean, I actually defend the trailer. Like, I've seen the Miss Marvel trailer so many times. It is leagues better than the actual show. I defend the trailer to no end. Like, funny how people like were expecting the show to be like trash and like the worst MCU show, but turned out to be well received. But for me, I was going to love it, but I was underwhelmed by it. Yeah, that's the right word. It's underwhelming and painfully average. Yeah, it's just I wish the show was like, I hope season 2 improves. Yeah, I'll still be looking forward to season 2 and more of Kamala's appearances. Okay, well, now we're getting into the shows that I actually think are great. Um, Coming in number 7 is probably the most underrated MCU Disney Plus show, What If. Yeah, I mean, now, What If doesn't really blow me away. I mean, I could have like put this as one of my favorite Disney Plus shows. It was actually one of my most anticipated, but it just didn't really blow me away. I love that Marvel actually finally made something animated and not like kiddie animated movie. Not I am Groot kiddie, but it is a very mature, and I love the whole idea of alternate universes, of how I mean different like timelines where like the story would be this or the story would be that. It really inspired me to make my own versions of what if of certain things. Like, I mean, this is really inspiring. This show really inspired me to make some what if theories. I did do Stranger Things on Instagram, and I had a lot of fun doing that. And I really love the show's animation. It's very creative, and I absolutely love the zombies. That would be my favorite episode. Yeah, what if zombies? I'm really hyped for Marvel Zombies. One of my most anticipated MCU projects. and yeah, and and the Star Lord episode and Doctor Strange episodes are just absolutely emotional. So yeah, yeah, I don't think this show is I don't love this show. I mean, I'm not really blown away by it. Because that's mainly because of a few episodes I wasn't fan of. The Captain Carter episode could have been amazing, but it just I just wish the story wasn't too overly similar to the first Avenger. I wish it was its own thing. But and what if like the Thor part, the Thor episode was just horrible, and it feels so out of place and feels like it has nothing to offer. And I also did not like the Killmonger and Tony Stark episode. That was pointless. But honestly, I don't see the hate for this show. I don't get the hate. Like people say this is the worst MCU show ever, and I don't think it deserves that title. Yeah, because it's actually pretty good. And I really enjoy it, and I love to rewatch it one day. And I am looking forward to season two. Like let's see what they have to offer. Coming in number six is Loki. Loki is a fan favorite MCU show. I've heard so many people, like probably the vast majority, say that this is the best MCU show ever. Um, I wish I agreed with that, but I honestly wasn't really a fan of the finale. Like probably one of the weaker MCU finales in my opinion, and the most overrated of the MCU finales. I mean, I'll probably make a video talking about my problem with Loki's finale. I don't know about that yet, but maybe when I initially reveal Loki or something like that. But my main problem with the finale is that is Kang himself. Yeah, I get that Kang is the big bad. Is the next Thanos. But the way he was introduced for me, I just wasn't impressed. I actually had I already put Kang as the most overrated MCU villain, and I wasn't sure if he'd work as the big bad of the MCU, but I found out recently that that the version of Kang in this in the finale was actually a safer Kang. It was a lot safer. It was a different version. That's why he feels so unthreatening and so goofy. But that doesn't change my mind because I don't like this Kang. But I'm sure I like Kang. And I was just kind of bored with the finale. It was just, I wanted I wanted action in it, but besides the finale, besides the good but not nothing special finale, I love this show for its creativity, for its different take on the MCU. It's literally the first MCU project that doesn't involve superheroes. Well, and I love that it's literally about a super villain, and I love and this is Tom Hiddleston's best performance as Loki, and I just love Mobius. Owen Wilson's Mobius is definitely the standout, and Owen Wilson's best performance. Sorry, like Lightning McQueen. But and I don't know. This show is just so creative. I I strongly defend female Loki. I know there are some people who hate female Loki, but I like female Loki. She's actually really good and badass. Not one of my favorite female characters though. In the MCU, but I like Loki. Yeah. All right, now time for my top five. All of these are 10 out of 10s. Yeah. So coming in at number five is Moon Knight. Yeah, I love Moon Knight. This was one of my most anticipated MCU projects. First of all, I know a lot of people like put this as their most anticipated, mainly because they were excited to see a brand new hero, and I was excited for this mainly because of the trailer. I love the trailer. The trailer was total badass. It looks like it was going to be like the darkest and grittiest MCU project ever. Yeah, I still love the trailer to this day, and I will admit the trailer is slightly better than the actual show, but although it may not be as dark as the trailer itself, but that doesn't stop me from loving Moon Knight. Yeah, I'm not sure if Moon Knight is underrated or accurately rated. The reviews seem to be all over the place without having a conclusion on what's really like the review on it. But yeah, but for me, I'm one of those people who absolutely adores Moon Knight. If you think that Moon Knight is the best MCU show, I can totally see why. I need to rewatch the show because there are some parts that I actually forgot, and considering how dark the show is, I probably should rewatch it for Halloween since it is kind of a supernatural yeah, supernatural show. But from what I remember, yeah, I think I love the show for like how different it is in the MCU. I love Oscar Isaac's performance as Moon Knight. I love the supernatural elements. I think Layla is a standout, and she's such an is one of the most underrated MCU female character. In fact, yeah, one of the most underrated. I think she deserves to be talked about more. And I love the score. I love the writing, and I love Ethan Hawke's villain. And yeah, this is just so good. This feels like an Emmy worthy show, and I hope this gets nominated for an Emmy next year. Yeah, Oscar Isaac better get an Emmy nomination for his performance as Moon Knight, and yeah, just love it. My favorite episode, probably episode 5, like the asylum scenes easily the standout moment for me. Um, so yeah, I wish I would go further, but I want to rewatch this first. Coming in number 4 is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, another highly underrated MCU show, and even if What If is my most underrated, Falcon and Winter Soldier is also underrated as well. Like, yeah, I think both this and What If are tied as my most underrated MCU show. I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I mean, I know this was a lot of people's most anticipated MCU show, and I could totally see that because this feels like that this is going to be like the biggest MCU show, and it almost was, but there were like a few shows that were more well received and had bigger stakes to them. But for what it's worth, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a blast, and I think this show is not only a blast, but this is a brilliant show as well. Like, I love the way that they included politics. This is a political thriller, and I love that this yeah, I just love the chemistry between Sam and Bucky, and yeah, I absolutely love the action. So probably like the some of the best action in the show. Oh, but I forgot to mention Moon Knight's action as well. Shout out to that. Love the action, but this is I love that this is a spy political thriller. Even if it does have a few jokes, I just love it. And yeah, I don't get the hate for this show. And also, I strongly defend Sharon Carter and Carly Morgenthau. They're both probably the most underrated MCU characters, and they're both tied as my favorite characters of the show. Sharon Carter is just a badass, and I defend that twist that I defend that twist that Sharon Carter is the power broker. I'm a little worried about the Captain America New World Order because Sharon Carter wasn't introduced in the cast, and probably one major part of my excitement for that film is Sharon Carter's return. But sadly, they didn't announce her in the cast, so I'm worried that she wouldn't return. I wish Marvel kept that power broker twist going because like they said that Sharon Carter was going to be the villain in the Captain America New World Order, but they scrapped that idea due to that twist being poorly received and heavily criticized. So I would have loved to see that, and that's a way better idea than bring back the leader. Seriously, why are people like overrating Incredible Hulk nowadays? Like first they complained that Abomination isn't in Thunderbolts, and now they're hyping up New World Order just because the leader's in it. Like I don't even care about him honestly, and in fact I think he's the worst MCU character. But who knows? Maybe they'll do the leader justice in New World Order. But back to the Falcon vs. Soldier topic, I think Carly is the part that I defend the most because I can't believe people say Carly is the worst MCU villain. Titania, Malekith, Whiplash. How is Carly worse than all? Like how is she the worst MCU villain? Like I love that they actually like made the this MCU villain a kid. Like she's 19 years old. That's said in episode 4, and I love that she's I mean she's pretty much a kid. So you're probably like Yeah, she's a very well fleshed out, thought about villain. So and she's not some scary monster. She's actually a regular human being who just wants order and wants things to go back the way they were. Yeah, I love that she's a natural kind of villain, and yeah, yeah, I just love her. And Oh yeah. Also, I love U.S. Agent like John Walker's like Captain America. Glad he's yeah. I'm excited to look for him in Thunderbolts. Yeah, yeah. I love that scene where like he literally like straight up kills someone with his shield with and this blood in it. Wow, that was like probably the most brutal thing to come out of the MCU. Just wow. But yeah, Falcon Winter Soldier is underrated. Enough said. Coming in number three is WandaVision. Yeah, WandaVision has literally moved up. The more I think about it, WandaVision I was originally going to put WandaVision below Moon Knight, but the more I think about it, the more it just grows on me again. I remember literally praising this as literally my favorite show of all time when it came out, but that's because I couldn't really find a show that I was so passionate about that I would like love to keep as my favorite show. Now that goes to Stranger Things, but One Division. Yeah, I'm starting to love the show again. I literally just forgot about how much I adore this show. I just forgot, and I think I saw the show like two or three times now, and I would love. I'm gonna watch it the fourth time soon. Seriously, where to start with this? Yeah, I can totally see why people say Wanda is the best MCU female character because she is an amazing character. She has like some of the best character arcs in the MCU, and she's probably like one of the best mother in mother. She's like one of the best fictional mothers, like right up there with Madeline Swan and Queen and Duna. Yeah, I love um Scarlet Witch or one the top five. She's pretty much in my top five, but there are like four others that I put that I put above her, and yeah. But what I love about One Division is that this is it is a well this it's a creativity and being different from the other MCU stuff. Just like most of the other MCU's projects. I love that the way like they did this as like sitcom, and then it starts out black and white and then it goes full color later on. I personally prefer the full color part than the black and white parts, but damn, yeah, the black and white parts were absolutely genius. But yeah, the color parts are better for me as and but some of the standout episodes, the fourth wall one, the one with the fourth wall, and the one where they reveal Agatha. I think the final three episodes are standout for me. Episode seven with the fourth wall breaking. Yeah, take no She-Hulk. That is how you do a fourth wall breaking right there. Episode eight being like the most well made in the series and like the most emotional, and episode nine, yeah, the finale. This show features pretty much my favorite finale in the MCU Disney Plus shows. Period. Yeah. Yeah, probably my favorite finale. I just love how intense it's probably like the Wanda versus Agatha is probably like my favorite action scene in the entire MCU Disney Plus catalog. I just love how intense it is. The stakes are raised high, and Wanda literally turns into a villain. And we see how she like literally turns into a villain, and yeah, like it's just so like I just love it. I don't get the hate for the finale. Like there's nothing wrong with it being action heavy, and it's not messy at all. People, yeah, and yeah, even with that said, yeah, One Division. There's still two more MCU projects I like better, but yeah, I just forgot how much I adore One Division. Now I'm probably gonna keep it top tier. Yeah, but actually this is probably like my second favorite of the MCU shows. Secret Invasion may surpass it, but for now, One Division. Coming in number two is Werewolf by Night. Yeah, it's not an MCU show, so like what I said, technically One Division is my second favorite MCU show. Number one is the MCU show, spoiler alert, but I think you can already predict what my number one favorite show is. But let's get over with number two. Yeah, yeah. I know that 2022 hasn't been a great year when it comes to these MCU DC Plus projects. Thanks to the bottom three. I thought Moon Knight was gonna be the only great MCU Disney Plus project this year, and but Werewolf by Night literally surpasses it. Dethrones it as like pretty much the best Disney thing that came out of Disney Plus this year. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. It's probably either this or Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm not sure which one is better when it comes to the best Disney Plus media piece of media in Disney Plus this year. I'll have to like give it further thoughts and maybe rewatch Obi-Wan Kenobi. But dang, Werewolf by Night is so much better than it had any rights to be. I love this special. I am obsessed with it. Yeah, I literally can't stop thinking about how good this is. And I know there are some people who say that this is not their cup of tea, but to me, this is my kind of tea. I mean, even though I don't really watch a lot of 30s monsters film, I mean this is just so much fun. There's so much energy to it, and this is just such a blast. And I know I've said so many times previously that that oh this is so creative. This is some of the most creative MCU project, but Werewolf by Night is literally the most creative one of them all, like the most, and there's no contest here. Love the black and white aesthetics. I love like how much fun this is. I love the gore. Like why wasn't this rated TVMA? That sucks. But you could argue that but that's kind of like saying Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness should have been R rated because of the gore. But well, at least they have gore despite it being PG-14. And I love Jack Russell. I love the characters. The villain, like no one talks about how great she is, but pretty much the best character of the show is Elsa Bloodstone. No, not show. I mean TV movie. Yeah, Elsa Bloodstone is literally has just recently joined my favorite MCU characters list, MCU villain characters, because I adore her. Yeah, she is badass. Like she's kind of like Black Widow, but with a more special stunt to her, and I just love that. And I actually love the horror as well. Like I think it was okay enough. I know it's not scary, but I usually don't criticize a horror movie for it not being scary because I don't really mind it as long as it's really disturbing. And this show really this movie or special really disturbed me. And yeah, watched this twice in a row. Literally, I watched this 2 times in one day, and it was worth it. Yeah, hopefully I can watch it a third time soon because I love it. But my number one favorite show of all, I mean, my number one favorite MCU Disney Plus show is pretty much obvious pretty much it's so obvious if you know me so well. It's Hawkeye. Hawkeye is going to be hard to beat. Yeah, the only MCU Disney Plus show that probably could top dethrone Hawkeye for me is the Young Avengers series, which I think has been rumored but not yet confirmed. Yeah, please make the Young Avengers series happen. But yeah, I adore Hawkeye. This was literally my most anticipated MCU Disney Plus project. The moment that Haley Steinfeld is going to be in it and a leading character. Yeah, I mean, I'm so glad we actually get an actress that I am just super passionate about to be in the MCU. I wish we get more cast members that I'm passionate about. I mean, we need the Kristen Bell. I don't know if she fit any MCU role, but we need Say Sink. We need Ana de Armas, and yeah, we need maybe Leia Seydoux. Yeah, we need some of my absolute favorite actresses to join as well. Haley Steinfeld is literally the first of them all, and I think she is perfect. Yeah, she's now no, she's not really an Emmy. She doesn't really give an Emmy worthy performance, but she absolutely wins my heart over when it comes to my awards. I would have literally awarded her for best TV actress if only I included the TV show category in my Frozen awards. But yeah, love Kate Bishop so much. She is a perfect character. In fact, she's my favorite MCU character. Period. Yeah, not only because of Haley Steinfeld playing her, but I just love like her character. She's like a role model to me, and she's a perfect role model for all girls. Screw She-Hulk. Yeah, Kate Bishop is the best of the female characters. Yeah, She-Hulk. There's no way She-Hulk is better than Kate Bishop. And people say I can't believe some people say she's annoying, but she's not annoying at all. And even on its own, without judging it just by Haley Steinfeld being it, this show made me love Hawkeye even more. I think I've always defended Hawkeye. I don't get why people think Hawkeye is the worst MCU. I mean the worst of the six Avengers. He's probably like in my top four, I guess. I probably put him above Thor and Hulk, but below Black Widow, Iron Man, and Cap. But yeah, I love her Hawkeye. He definitely deserves more love. Echo is underrated. It's such an underrated anti-hero. I'm literally the only person who's hyped for Echo. But if you're hyped for E- but if you're hyped for Echo as well, let me know in the comments. We need more Echo love. I don't know why people are not caring about the show. Plus, the Echo series is literally has the same writer as Better Call Saul. Why are you not hyping it up? I mean, like why I repeat, yeah, the Echo series literally has the writers of Better Call Saul. I don't know what's keeping people like away from that. Like what's I don't know why how is not changing anything. And yeah, I love the Christmas feel to it. I love like how lighthearted this is. I mean, I'm more into the darker side of the MCU Disney Plus projects but I mean movies, but the fact that literally a street level show could actually make me consider it the best then you know it's damn good. Yeah. And I also love Yelena. She's also seen Sealer, even though Kate Bishop 1,000,000% stole the show. I I love seeing Yelena in this as well. Yeah, love Yelena. Probably like, yeah, I probably have thoughts to make her my second favorite. She's probably like my second favorite MCU hero. And yes, literally two of my favorite MCU heroes are in this. Kate Bishop and Yelena. They're both my two favorite MCU characters. My two MCU heroes. And I love them. I love seeing both of them in one show and literally have like the best chemistry. So if Hawkeye season 2 happens, I think it should be about Kate Bishop and Yelena teaming up, and also a Yelena solo film, which I saw was rumored. Should also have Yelena and Kate Bishop teaming up as well. I think Hawkeye season 2, we would see Hawkeye probably retiring to be his family, and then Kate Bishop like taking over as a new Hawkeye. I would probably love to see that happen. And yeah, and I also defend Kingpin as well. Come on, people, they did not ruin Kingpin. Yeah. And so yeah, I adore Hawkeye to know, and that is why Hawkeye is my number one favorite MCU show of all time. In fact, not only is Hawkeye my favorite MCU show and my favorite MCU project, this is the best. My favorite MCU project, like my favorite thing in all of the MCU. Yeah, I actually love this more than the MCU movies. Yes, even more than Spider-Man No Way Home, which is the best superhero movie. This is probably like the best superhero media ever. Yeah, but I do think Avengers Secret Wars has potential to top this one as the best thing in the MCU if they get it right. So that's all for my ranking of all MCU Disney Plus shows. I had to go in more detail because I have yet to review most of these ones, but I'll get around to do my separate review of these. Hopefully, leading up to Secret Invasion, I can do that. But yeah, yeah, I definitely need to rewatch these ones. Most of them I've only watched once, and I want to rewatch them. So yeah, what's your favorite MCU Disney Plus project? How would you rank these ones? Comment down below, like, subscribe, hit notification bell, and stay tuned for my review on The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, and probably my Middle Earth Saga ranking if I feel like it. Coming tomorrow, since the Rings of Power finale is coming tomorrow. So yeah, bye guys.